guys. I was listening to Becky Marple. She is a professional organizer and a business owner for Be Neat, a professional organizing company located in Edmond, Oklahoma. She's been a professional organizer for about 9 years. And here are some things that she talks about in this little session. She says, we all have that room, drawer, or collection. So, everyone has something that, that catch all room or that catch all drawer or that overabundant collection of things. And she says, do not compare yourself to the standard of Pinterest perfect spaces, which is true. We all know that what we post on Facebook is our best, and Pinterest has our best pictures, and Facebook has our best pictures. All of that is our best. What they don't show is what's hidden where the camera can't see it, because we all have those spaces. Mine used to be the garage, and I still need to tweak that so I can make a garage organization video, but I finally got that under control. I do still have overabundance in dishes that I'm trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace, but anyway, there's no person is perfect, and even if they are, they're very rare. So don't compare yourself. But the reason we should work on decluttering and organizing is because there was a poll done that we spend 10 minutes per day looking for items, which equals 2.5 days a year. Out of 365 days a year, if we spent 10 minutes a day looking for something we can't find, that is 2.5 days a year that we can't get back. So if you were a spoon is her example, but what I tell my clients is, okay, where would you look for this item? I got that question from Dana K. White, and this professional organizer, Becky Marple, she says, if I were a spoon, where would I go? And so those are two different mindsets and two different perspectives on making sure that every item in your home has every item has a home in your home. So she also says, when you're thinking about decluttering, don't start with your sentimental items. She recommends her name just vanished, but Marie Kondo's book on tidying. And she says, Marie Kondo says, do not start with sentimental items, which, yes, that is the last thing you want to do, because it takes a lot more effort to get through and process what you're going to keep and what you're not going to keep. And she says, before you start decluttering, you need to have your garbage bags ready or your donation bins ready. Have a donation bin, a trash bin, a for sale bin, a going to family bin, and a container that's, I just need to move it to another room. It just doesn't belong in the space you're decluttering at the moment. And the reason she says to collect those items in a box is because we don't want you to go into that other room and say, oh my goodness, now I need to organize this so that I can put this where it goes. You can do that space later. She doesn't want you to get distracted, or we don't want you to get distracted from the space that you're organizing right at this moment. Do not get sidetracked by the spaces that need to be decluttered in another room. Just do the one space at a time, and then you're gonna, the process that us professional organizers want you to go through is always declutter first, then figure out how you're going to organize it, where it goes. Then, if you need bins, shop your home first, and then get the necessary bins and baskets and organizing things that you need, so that these things can be properly organized to where you can find it, you can access it, and then start the labeling process. Now, she has some tips that I'm going to share with you. Tips and habits. She says, attempt to always do one load of laundry a day. Of course, again, we're going back to, we're not perfect, just attempting to do what you need to do on a daily basis, but not perfection. A load of laundry a day, but if you miss a day, just start over the next day. Do a load the next day. If necessary, it's just me and my husband now, so he does his load a week and I do my load a week, and it's usually a very small load because it's just what we wore that week, or what we need to wear the next week. But if you have a family and you have kids and you have things that you have to do, try to lay out your clothes the day before, have lunches done the day before, start planning weekly meals. And I do have a video on that, how I do meal planning. That is the easiest meal plan I can possibly do. And you can check that out. And she's a proponent of the 10-minute tidy with the whole family. If you have a room that you need to be picked up, or let's say it's the living room, every day the family spends 10 minutes cleaning. Maybe each person has to spend 10 minutes cleaning in their own bedroom. And you spend 10 minutes cleaning the living room. However you want to work that out, start practicing the daily 10-minute tidy with the family. She suggests having a launching pad. That launching pad is just a place where you, the night before, put all the things that you are going to take with you when you leave the house the next morning. Make sure you put all those things in a pretty basket next to your front door so that you don't forget anything. Now, this is just my addition to her tips, because she says make sure you hang up your clothes as soon as they need to be hung up. Me, I have a small, but it is a small walk-in closet. But even if you don't have a walk-in closet, I always change clothes in the closet or in front of the closet, so that those, when I put on something that doesn't fit or I no longer want, I put it right in the donation bin. When I change clothes before bed, those items go directly into the dirty clothes, or if it's something that I didn't wear but an hour or so, it will go hung up. That way it prevents me from throwing things around to move to the closet later. I purposely do everything that needs to be done as close to the closet as possible, so it's easy and in arm's reach of the dirty clothes bin, the donation box, except the hangers, and my chest of drawer happens to be in the closet. If you don't have a closet that you can walk into, the chest of drawer can be right there next to, as close to the closet as possible. So that's my extra tip. But she also talks about clean home before going on vacation, so that it's ready when you come home and you don't have to clean it. And if possible, now this is a new tip I've never heard before, and I don't know that it's possible for everyone, but if you happen to go on vacation and there's a washer and dryer, make sure you wash all your dirty laundry before you come back home. That way, when you unload your suitcase, you can just go ahead and put everything where it goes. But to me, if I don't have a washer and dryer on vacation, it's just as easy to put the dirty clothes in the dirty clothes basket as soon as I unload my suitcase. But it does prevent you from having to do all of that. Say it's work clothes. You went out of town for work and you need to wear those clothes again for work. It would be a good idea it would be easier to have all of those cleans. I guess it just depends on your situation. She says, if possible, every time you get up and move in your home, pick up an item and put it away on your way to wherever you're going. Every time you have to get up to go to the restroom, pick up an item that's around you and put it where it goes on your way to the restroom. Put keys in the same place every day so that you will find them every morning easily. Keep a warranty binder so that all your warranties are together. Deal with mail right away. I throw all the junk mail into my trash before I even enter my home. And she talks about only keeping your taxes 7 years. All right, now let me do a review of some of the things that she mentioned that I may not have mentioned. The Do's and Don'ts of How to Organize Your Home by Becky Marple. Becky Marple has been a professional organizer for several years. Her family and friends encouraged her because she is just naturally good at organizing. She gives us her top tips and hacks for organizing your home. Go to Instagram and Pinterest for inspiration, but definitely don't hold your standards to that because it is just not attainable a lot of the time. Becky says, think about getting organized and staying organized, almost like your health. You can't just go and work out one time or for 3 months and get super fit and then be, well, I'm good to go. You have to keep working out to maintain the fitness. And it's the same with organizing. You have to maintain it. You have to keep it up. Think about every item in your home in terms of where would it go. Everything in your home should have an assigned spot. Start by discarding all at once. Intensely and completely. That means pulling out that black trash bag and just ripping the Band-Aid off and going through every single thing and deciding keep or go, keep or go, keep or go. Never start with photos, keepsakes, items, or mementos because it's almost always going to be a complete failure because there are going to be dealing with this guilt and anxiety and emotions. Too many emotions. Just because you loved something once doesn't mean you have to hold on to it forever. It's okay to let go of things. Now, the key to organizing is to discard first and then organize second. That's always the process. Now, here are some things that you can do. Have a buddy or friend come over to go through your closet. When you touch things, you make a physical connection. So have your friend touch the item and you tell them whether to keep it or discard it. Or hire me or your local professional organizer. Clean as you go. If you've now cleaned off the shelf, wipe it down before you start putting things back in and organizing. Clean everything down so that you're starting off with a fresh, clean slate. Now, the last thing she suggests is do the 10-minute tidy, enroll the whole family, set a timer, make it fun, and just everybody runs around the house and cleans up as much as they possibly can in 10 minutes. All right, guys, that was another a short podcast for you today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. The next one is going to be how to organize your arts and crafts room, just some tips on that, and I will see you on the next one.